Okay, so the grooming supplies you'll need to groom your sheepdog. These are the basics. Pin brush, what you're going to use the most for sure. I like the Mars pin brushes. If you're in Canada, they can be purchased at Wren's. In the US, I'm sure Cherrybrook, I'm pretty sure they would have them. When you select a pin brush, depending on the length of the dog's coat, you're going to want a little bit of a longer pin, and you're going to want it to be not so stiff, kind of in between, a medium stiffness, not too soft, but not too hard either. This is going to be used for your line brushing, and like I said, this is going to be your most used tool. Then you have this is 2 different size greyhound combs. This is all personal preference. You're going to need, they basically have needles that are spaced further apart and needles that are closer. These are going to be used to comb out the ears, the neck coat, anywhere you have little knots. This will pull them right out. This is what you're going to use for mats, and this one is broken. I don't have my newer one with me, but it's a Resco comb. And it's going to be used when you have a mat. You tear the mat apart and you're going to work on it in small pieces with this comb. And once you're done with this comb, then I would take a smaller side of the greyhound to comb out to make sure that you have it all. Next we have the slicker brush. This I use on the feet, on the legs of the dog, and again, almost like a line brush. You take it out, you go around line by line and get through all the coat right to the skin with this. Be careful though, because some of them can be really sharp. This one's not bad at all. They can be sharp. This is an undercoat rake, and again, this has to make sure you use this properly. The coat has to be lifted up and you can pull some of the undercoat out. Be careful, these are sharp, that you don't dig into the dog's skin. For scissors, for doing the bum, I recommend the 12-inch scissors. You're going to get a nicer line, you're going to get a nicer haircut. Thinning shears can be used for trimming anything off the head, anything you don't want to see scissor lines. And again, you don't need to go crazy with a thinning shear. You don't want the cheap ones, you don't have to get the really expensive ones. Somewhere in between, they work great. And then again, we have just a regular straight. You can get the curved as well for doing the feet, for rounding out the feet, cutting between the pads, if you're cutting them just even with the pad. And that's it. Oh, and a grooming spray. You're going to always, when you're line brushing a dog, always have that coat moist. Always be spraying. I recommend the Christensen Ice on Ice. It's got a sunscreen in it, and it does not build up in the coat. The more you use it, the nicer the dog's coat's going to be.